Welcome back to the program. Now it is time to go to TNA and Ring of Honor. Going to start with TNA. This Sunday night is Victory Road 2008 live in Houston, Texas from the Reliant Arena. 8 p.m. is the bell time. It is exclusively on pay-per-view. Here is the card for this show. The main event for the TNA World Heavyweight title, Samoa Joe will defend the TNA World Heavyweight Championship against Booker T. A fans' revenge match for the TNA Tag Team Championship, LAX will defend the gold against Robert Roode and Cowboy James Storm, or as they're now called, Beer Money. That they must have been in the meeting for like 7 hours trying to figure out a name, and the best they could do was Beer Money. The fans will pick the stipulation for the 6-man tag team match with AJ Styles, Christian Cage, and Rhino against Kurt Angle and Team 3D. Now, the voting will be on the TNA website, and it begins when the pay-per-view begins. So that's a very important thing there if you're going to vote. The finals of the World X Cup tournament will take place. It starts with a World X Cup elimination match featuring all 4 teams, Team TNA, Team Japan, Team Mexico, and Team International. And then the finale, the Ultimate X match. In a big-time grudge match, Black Machismo Jay Lethal will face the Guru Sanjay Dutt. The new TNA Women's Champion Taylor will defend the gold against Awesome Kong, and Gail Kim will face Angelina Love. The results from that show will be next week. Now, the Ring of Honor, of course, they're off until the end of this month, but it's no reason to talk about the cards that are coming up in the future. 2 weeks from tonight, Ring of Honor makes their long-awaited debut in Toronto, Ontario, Canada at the Ted Reeve Arena. The main event for the Ring of Honor World Championship, Nigel McGuinness will defend the gold against Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen. In a no disqualification tag team match, Austin Aries and Jay Briscoe will face Jimmy Jacobs and Tyler Black. In a rematch from Vendetta 2, which just took place a couple weeks ago, Bryan Danielson will face Claudio Castagnoli. And in a first-time ever dream match, Roderick Strong will face Naomichi Marufuji. Plus, Lance Storm, Go Shiozaki, Delirious, Eric Stevens, Chris Hero with Larry Sweeney, the Vulture Squad of Jigsaw and Ruckus, plus more. The next night, Ring of Honor is in Detroit, Michigan for their next pay-per-view taping. It is at the Michigan State Fairgrounds and Expo Center. The main event for the Ring of Honor World title, the winner of the Nigel McGuinness-Kevin Steen match will defend the gold against Double C Claudio Castagnoli. Bryan Danielson will face one half of the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions Tyler Black. And in a big-time grudge match, Chris Hero and Go Shiozaki with Larry Sweeney in their corner will face Roderick Strong and Naomichi Marufuji, plus Lance Storm, Jimmy Jacobs, Austin Aries, Jay Briscoe, Delirious, Eric Stevens, Jigsaw and Ruckus, the Vulture Squad, and more. Now, 3 weeks from tonight, Ring of Honor comes back to Manassas, Virginia. And if you go to that show, I will be there, by the way. So if you see me, just say hi. The main event, and this could be a Match of the Year candidate. Bryan Danielson and Austin Aries to face the Motor City Machine Guns of Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. The Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles will be on the line. Jimmy Jacobs and Tyler Black face Naomichi Marufuji and Go Shiozaki. Chris Hero will face Brent Albright in a grudge match, and Roderick Strong will face Ruckus, plus Nigel McGuinness, Adam Pearce, the Necro Butcher, Jigsaw, and more. And finally, August the 2nd, back to New York City in the Hammerstein Ballroom, Death Before Dishonor 6, and this is looking to be maybe the biggest card that Ring of Honor has ever had in New York. The main event is a 4-way elimination match for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Now, whomever is the Ring of Honor World Champion will be joining Bryan Danielson and Tyler Black in this match, and there's one free spot left. That participant will be announced at a later date. The NWA World Heavyweight Championship will be defended as Adam Pearce defends the gold against Brent Albright. In a dream tag team match, Kevin Steen and El Generico will face Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns. Naomichi Marufuji will face Go Shiozaki, plus Nigel McGuinness, Jimmy Jacobs, and Tyler Black. Jimmy Jacobs and the Necro Butcher, Roderick Strong, Austin Aries, Ruckus and Jigsaw, Chris Hero, Eddie Edwards, Sarah Del Rey, Larry Sweeney, Shane Hagedorn, Bobby Dempsey, Claudio Castagnoli, Delirious, Stacey Hayes, Rhett Titus, Jay Briscoe, and more. That's a look at Ring of Honor and TNA. The Indies are next.